For those of you that are on Instagram, let me know that you can hear the music. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear the jams this morning. Let's go. Monday, January 2nd, 2023, y'all. Here we go. My goodness. Not yet. Oh, man. We'll figure it out. How about you join me on YouTube or Facebook? Man, we'll figure it out. We'll get it right for the next time. Hope y'all can get this with me next time. Got about 30 seconds before the show hits live. Here we go. Working. Give me 1 second. All right. I think we're good now. All right. Let's see. Video. All right. You should be able to hear me now. All right. Got it. Got it. Fantastic. So glad that you're here. So you're hearing me now. Give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. All right, good. Well, listen, I'm here in Boca Raton, Florida. I'm doing a leadership training, or not leadership, or a leadership retreat with one of the organizations that I am a part of or that I lead. And it's been fantastic. I don't have my full setup here, but I did want to come on for the Monday Morning Mindset for just a few moments here. I'm going to be playing something, a previous episode, in just a few moments so that you can get your feel, get what you need this morning. But I did want to pop in to say, hey, to encourage you to continue to join us for the Monday Morning Mindset, or the Monday Mindset movement. Next week, we're going to be back in full swing. We're going to be rocking and rolling. And here's what I need for you to do. Number one, I need you to share the Monday Mindset with your friends. If you're finding what we're sharing valuable, share that with your friends. Number two, if you have thoughts or things that you want to ask about, definitely put those in the comments. And also join us in the Facebook group. Go to your Facebook groups or your Facebook search area and type in Monday Mindset Movement, and you'll find the group. Join us there because we're going to be sharing a lot there as well. All right. So without further ado, here's what I want to do. I just want to go into the episode that is inspirational for this morning. All right, so let's rock and What's up, y'all? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday to you. Robert Kennedy III here, RK3, that's me, and welcome to another episode of the Monday Morning Get Up, the 15-minute or so show where we give you a little bit of motivation, inspiration, and elevation, ready to help you rock and roll through your week. I'm so glad that you're here this morning. Hey, home care managers, good to see you. The Bronx Bummer, my brother, what's up, dude? Patsy Irish, good to see you this morning. Hey, good to see you. Efizzy World, good to see you. Hope So High, join this morning. Hey, glad that you are here in the house with me this morning because, this morning's just a little bit different. I am coming off of a session with my mastermind group just a few minutes ago, and this morning my mind is twisted and it's turning a little bit differently, but I've got some stuff to share this morning. I've got one specific thing that I want to share with you this morning, and part of me feels a little bit less prepared than I'd like to be. But you know what? I think you're gonna get the picture in just a few minutes when I share my quote for today. So before we jump into the quote for today, if you don't know, or if you want to know when I'm going live, go ahead and text me 410-936-4049, 410-936-4049. We'll put you on that text list so that you'll know when I'm going live. And I also want you, if you're looking right below me here, I want to share with you where I am. I'm kind of reformatting some things, and I'll share a little bit more about that in a little while. But go to RK3, that's.me, to find out where I am, connect with me on the socials, and also to get some resources that'll help you upgrade your communication, your connection, and your storytelling. All right, good. So let's jump into our quote for today. We've only got a few moments. We've only got like 10 minutes left this morning. So here's the quote that I want to share with you this morning. Yes, it's by Zig Ziglar, and it says, "It's not what you've got, it's what you use that makes a difference." It's not what you've got, it's what you use that makes a difference. So several years back, there was a photography contest, and a lot of people entered this photography contest, and everybody brought their best equipment. Some people brought their big $3,000 Nikon cameras. Others brought their $4,000 Canon cameras. Some others brought their $5,000 Sony cameras. A few others brought their Panasonic $3,500 cameras. A lot of people brought their SLRs, DSLRs, mirrorless cameras, and the expensive cameras with not just the expensive cameras, but the lenses that were fantastic. And they were challenged to take pictures out in the desert with certain subjects. They were given specific subjects that they should take pictures of, and everybody took these amazing pictures. However, there was this one person who decided that they were not going to go with the cameras that everybody else has. Instead, they were going to go with an old school point and shoot camera. And so this contest went on, and the contest got to the end, and everybody was displaying the pictures that they were able to take. And you went through these pictures of this cactus and the rocks and the sunset and all sorts of pictures. And then they came to this one picture that just drew everybody's eye, and everybody was talking about this one picture. Everybody came to this one picture, and they were looking at the detail of the picture. They were looking at the perspective and the angle of the picture, and they were looking at the eye of the photographer, and they were saying, "Oh my gosh, this picture is fantastic." They were saying, "This picture is not just so realistic, but this picture tells, not only so realistic, but this picture tells a story." And as they walked through the pictures, and everybody kept coming back to this one picture, they finally started to ask the question, who took this picture? Who was the person, who was the artist, who was the photographer that took this picture? And not just who took the picture, but what equipment did they use to get such a detailed picture? And after asking that question and going through the contestants, they found that the person that took the picture was the person not with the Sony camera, the expensive DSLR camera, not with the Nikon, not with the expensive Canon, not with the expensive Panasonic, but the person that took that picture was the person that had the old school point and shoot camera. So what was the difference? Was it just that the person that had the point and shoot camera cheated? Was it that the others were not careful? What was the difference? And the difference here wasn't that the others were bad photographers. The difference was that a lot of the other photographers leaned on what they had. They leaned on the equipment. They leaned on the newness of the technology. They leaned on the lens. They leaned on the autofocus. They leaned on the what the camera's features were. But the person that had the point and shoot leaned on what he had. He leaned on what he knew. He leaned on his heart. He leaned on his eye. He leaned on what he could do, or what his mind said, or what the picture and video and image that he created in his head was. Right? He leaned on that thing. And so a lot of times we think it's the equipment that we have. A lot of times we might be led to think that we can't make a difference because we don't have enough equipment, or we don't have enough money, or we don't have the perfect and right opportunity. A lot of times we may hesitate or stay in place or stay in our comfort zone because we feel like we're not equipped enough to make a difference. Somebody else's idea is better than mine. Somebody else has the ear of the CEO. Somebody else has a head start. Somebody else has all of this stuff that I don't have. But Zig Ziglar, right, is telling us that it's not what you've got, it's what you use that makes the difference. You see, I could have all the talent in the world. I could be the best player, right? I could have all of these basketball skills and be in my garage. But if I never use it outside of my garage, then nobody could ever say that I'm better than LeBron, right? Or Ja Morant or Trae Young. Nobody could say those things because I'm keeping what I've got under wraps. I can't tell you how many people I've seen or know that I look at them and I'm kind of like, dude, that's one of the most talented people that I know. That's one of the most talented speakers, one of the most talented poets, or one of the most talented wordsmiths that I know or that I've seen. But because they choose not to use their gift, their ability, their talent, their potential on a consistent basis, they don't make the difference that they could make. Right? Ask yourself, am I using what I have? Or am I spending my time comparing myself to what someone else has, or what I think someone else has, and feeling like
I don't have enough. What am I doing? What am I doing? And I want to remind you today, I want to encourage you, I want to empower you that it's not about what you have, it's about what you use. It's not about what you have, it's about what you use. I don't know what your persuasion is, but I'm going to go back to a story that my parents used to read me from the Bible when I was a kid. And it was a story about how Jesus was in this yard at the church. There was a courtyard at the church, and there were people going up and they were giving these offerings. And there were people that were dropping thousands and millions and billions in the collection area, right? And all of these people they were given all of this stuff. And then there was this one lady who only had 2 pennies or 2 mites. And she went up and she held them in her hand really tight, bit embarrassed because everybody else that had come up before her had given these supernatural sums, right? Everybody else that had come up before her had given these large amounts, and all she had were these 2 pennies. And she took the pennies and she looked around and she walked up to the collection area and she dropped those 2 pennies in. And so Jesus and his disciples were sitting by watching, and Jesus pointed her out and he said, that woman just gave so much more than everybody else here. She gave the greatest amount because she gave everything that she had. Right? So I could have 10 million and give 500,000. But it's still not as much as somebody that only has 10 and gives 10. Because it's not about what you've got. It's about what you give. It's about what you use that makes a difference. So are you using what you have today? Are you using what you have? Will you use what you have this week in order to make a difference? All right. Somebody said they needed this pep talk today. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Powerhouse. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Hope so high. Listen, I'm so glad that everybody, that you've joined me this morning. Angela Holloway, good to see you this morning. Tanya on the right. Good to see you this morning. All right. So glad. Saskali. Hey, buddy. So good to see you this morning. Jyoti, good to see you this morning. Doris J, good to see you this morning. Liverpool Queen. Hey, Big Wrong Flavor. Good to see you this morning.
I'm so glad that you all hung out with us this morning. I hope that was a blessing to you. I hope that you not only learned something, but it was an inspiration. It was a motivation for your week. I saw you, Sterling. I saw you, Yvonne. Thank you so much for your comments and for your chat this morning. I really wish, my goal, my desire this week is that you use what you've got. You use what you have, that you're all in, that you're not half-stepping, that you're not giving just what is convenient, but you're giving everything that you've got because it makes a difference, because that's what transforms the world. That's what attracts your audience. That's what attracts people. That's what attracts your customers, right? If you're passionate, if you're convicted, if you're using everything that you've got. Listen, y'all, this has been the Monday Mindset Movement. Do me a favor. If you want to know when we're going live, text go live to 240-55-story. That's 240-557-8679. And you can join us in the Monday Mindset Movement group. Head on over to Facebook and type in your search area Monday Mindset Movement. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time. All right. So join us again next week, Monday. I'll be back in home office. I'll be back in my spot. I'll be back in my space. And we're going to have a live show on Monday. All right. Full live. Yeah. With, camera and all the stuff. I'll see you next Monday. Peace.